let's get started with some of the ideas that we had from the last space call until now. So, like in between, I'm going to read through them. And if you have any feedback or if you would like to add anything to that, please let me know and we can edit that idea, right? So, 1 second, please. Okay, I believe we ended. Yep. Okay. We last time we ended at 3:49, and we have few ideas after that, which we entered via DM, and I'm just gonna go through them. If anybody has anything to add to those ideas, please let me know. So 350, idea number 350 is from me. So this idea is about the A list, right? So we should have a special early screening. Let me close the door because of the background noise. I hope that's a little bit better. All right, so it's about the A-list membership. Troy, I see you. Let me make you speaker. Okay. So, basically the idea is we should have early screening exclusively only for the A-list members, for the big movies especially. And we should have popcorn buckets available during this early screening too. So, this way A-list members gets a special chance to buy the popcorn bucket before everybody else. So, this would be a huge benefit for A-list members and one of the reasons to join the A-list membership, right? So, basically idea is have early screening just for the A-list members and have popcorn buckets available for them too during this early screening. Okay, and those popcorn buckets, by the way, yeah, I didn't say this. Those popcorn buckets would have autograph from CEO Adam Aaron. Imagine about that, right? All the A-list members would definitely go for this early screening. I would definitely go, right? And everybody else who knows the value of A-list membership, they would go. Think about this, right? Just the D&D popcorn bucket, just by itself, it was selling for $115 on the eBay, right? What about if there is an autograph from Adam Aaron as well on those popcorn buckets? That would be so much fun. So that's what the idea is. The next idea is from Cristobal 93, and that's AMC magnet, fridge magnet. So, the AMC logo with the magnet, which you can put on your refrigerator. Then the next idea is from Severus Mate, and that's discounts on popcorn or drinks if someone brings in their own previously purchased AMC drink cup or popcorn bucket. It would be great for AMC to encourage less waste and would help with sustainability. And imagine seeing people show up with popcorn buckets from previous movies, right? For example, like Ant-Man helmet, a Thor hammer, and D&D dice. So think about like, oh, all the previous movies, when people are coming to watch the current movie, they just bring the old popcorn bucket, right? And like, hey, I would like to have large popcorn. They buy it, and then instead of what we give at AMC theater, they'll be like, can you please pour them into this popcorn bucket? And they'll be like, yeah, sure. So, that way, definitely it will promote the popcorn bucket for the particular movies, right? For the future movies. And it will also save money for AMC since we are not wasting those popcorn buckets. Go ahead, Carlos.
Hey, good morning. Was just thinking, how come they don't have like soda tins or something like that with like the movie, for example, the popcorn bucket, but instead for the soda.
Uh, Not sure if I could capture your idea completely. So in the popcorn bucket you put the soda, or I'm sorry, can you please describe it a little bit more?
No, no, it's a special tin for the soda. So a special
Like more,
container for the soda.
Gotcha.
more collectible cups then?
Mm,
That's what you're saying maybe? Like more collectible cups? Memorable cups? Like
Yeah,
John
yeah,
Wick
yeah.
cups
And yes,
and
yes.
Gotcha.
Super Mario.
We
So like the Scream one, you know how it was a cool little cup?
yep.
So why don't they do that with movies?
Actually, they do, but sometimes for some movies there are cups, and sometimes there are not cups. For example, like Scream, it did not have the popcorn bucket. Instead of that, it just had cups, right? And
They should do it on both.
yeah, that is true. In some scenarios, they did both as well. I I don't know if I remember correct. Maybe Sonic had both, or like there were a couple of movies, where they had both the popcorn bucket and cups. That's a great idea. I'm entering that right now. Okay, so basically the idea what I captured is AMC
That's
should have
nice.
both popcorn
I say
bucket
gold, yeah.
and cups.
Gold and silver cups. They gotta be ritzy, right? Gold and silver cups.
Like
Collectibles.
imagine if you would have had a coin cup for John Wick.
John Wick gold cup. Imagine how much one gold cup for John Wick would went for, dude. Oh my gosh. Yep, you're bucking
Yeah,
on
like
something
turn into a
there.
coin.
A silver one. Silver. I like bowls too. I'll be honest. I wish I had like you have like a Wizard of Oz bowl. You know those plates and all that stuff are collectible. You know, yeah. Whew. That's what they're getting into, I think, making those type of plates. So I can't wait. I guess Tuesday we're gonna hear something.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I
if Six Flags and all these teams sell cups, why can't AMC do it?
yep. I entered that. That's idea number 360, and it has your ID, Carlos. And just FYI, to be honest with you, I think it's not just up to AMC. So maybe it has something to do with the movie studio as well. So, but idea is great. And if AMC is telling them like, hey, dude, we are selling everything, so why not do both? Then they would be like, yeah, sure, let's do it. So that's a great idea, man. I entered it. It's idea number 360 and with your ID. Okay, so the next one is, can we get the Mario merch collectible with some type of pre-sale for Investor Connect? So, like where we can place the pre-orders for these popcorn buckets. That way they will have an idea of how many they should make, and not too many people will be missing the popcorn bucket. So, that's a great idea. Then the next
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
yep. Then the next one is from Green Candle, and that is if AMC partners with AAA, AAA, Northeast would be a great start. Provide AAA members with A-list membership when they become a premier AAA member. A is over 100 years old, and they are reinventing themselves to be more relevant. They recently invested in electrical vehicles for driver training, and also have some tow trucks that are now able to change EV vehicles. So that was the idea from Green Candle. Go ahead, Troy.
All right. So I'll just go from the end, and I'm gonna send you a pitch to this, make it a little easier. But and I agree, we got to keep developing apps. I think High Cross and AMC, the brand apps. We went over this. I know it's down there. I think that's great. I think getting out the pen and paper just to let me rant for a second is always good in brainstorming. So I gotta say, I really would support you guys doing a group chat for one. Okay. I would like to get an invite from you in your own group chat. And I would like to see AMC Ideas fill up 2 or 3 group chats because there's 80 people you can get in them. I don't think that's, and I know some of these are AMC and some aren't. Puzzles, and some of these may have been brought up before. I still think puzzles are a big thing. I still think you can make John Wick puzzles. I think there's an older and younger audience that you can do puzzles, you can do coloring books. And people like simple stuff sometimes. They just work. You can take the coins and you can repurpose them into Texas Hold'em, like sets. So that's just another wholesale idea. And like I said, I do have some pitches to this little speech. So if Mole's taking down the ideas or whatever. Of course, I'm gonna promote myself. I hate saying this, but let's get this. Let's make my cartoon movie and get this mascot for AMC and What Is Ape to continue to stretch out our brand and to continue to grow in revenue. I would like to see us consider really, and like I say, some of these ideas may be down, that we do like I would call it. What I have it written down is like an Ape Adventureland, something like that. Ape Adventureland, something near the headquarters, something with this cartoon that I have this character in this world, a couple rides maybe, to increase the brand's revenue, of course, and just putting our name out there a little more. I have one more of I would like to see popcorn like buffets. Local food trucks come to rural areas where AMC doesn't reach an hour and some out, and still be able to maybe deliver popcorn like in 6 months if Walmart's not holding it, which I can't even get it still where I'm at in Michigan, northern Michigan. But my point is, if they had a truck riding around, I would have probably found a way, or people would find a way to buy some. I think it's bigger than they think it really is, and I think over time, those things can become possibilities. If not, I don't mean to rap, but so, and then I'll give one more. I have 1 or 2 more. Coca-Cola makes Ape Water. Ape Water is a brand like Dasani, but it's a little different. It brings recognition to all people equal, trying to solve world hunger, world thirst, and retail even awareness by Ape Water. I think one way or another, Coca-Cola wants to do it, or ourselves independently. I would support a company called Ape Water, or I think AMC should do its own brand like that. Highcroft could do its own brand with us. I think us and Highcroft could also do these black glasses. I really have to bring that one back up. I really think black glasses, AMC on one side, Highcroft on the other. They don't have it on the merchandise. I know they got to have it, right? AMC glasses.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
All right, so I'm done, Rand. Thank you for your time. I really always appreciate you guys. So
Sure.
I can't wait. Sorry to rant.
No, you're good.
What do you think? What do you think, Mahol? What do you think about the popcorn truck thing, and what do you think about some of those ideas compared to past ideas?
No, they are fantastic. All ideas are good, and we really appreciate everybody, who brings the ideas. I wrote all the ideas that you gave, and they are from 360 to 364. So, ideas are in there with your name,
and popcorn, and it's not, I'm not saying it like that. I'm just trying to make sure I'm delivering the quality that, like popcorn buckets, buffets, you know what I'm saying there. That has to be like Oreo, caramel, chocolate, like white chocolate. Like you go up there, like when it rolls up to town, like AMC popcorn, the truck is coming towards your town at 1 o'clock. So you go to the parking lot and you got popcorn fresh, you put white chocolate, and you put a little bit of caramel, a little bit of maybe normal chocolate on it, a little bit of these nuts on it. Like it's a popcorn buffet. Like you don't just get like normal popcorn. You want to go up there and make it, if you want, you can put M&Ms on it, Oreos. I mean, you got to maybe pay for the different stuff, but they're going to make it for you just like that, special.
So it's like you customize it, the way you like instead of buy what they offer. Cool, cool. Yeah, that's amazing, man. It's a great idea, and everybody is creative. So uh,
You get a couple burgers, some sodas, and maybe people will buy it. Whatever our other food is. There's some things. There's food and there's drink.
Yep.
But you also have the awesome popcorn.
Definitely, definitely. No, all of them were great ideas, and they are rare with your ID. So one of them was repeated. I think last time you are the one who said the same idea too, like about the puzzle.
Love you, bro.
But
yeah,
we answered it.
Thanks for that, man.
Yeah, sure. No, now we are accepting all the ideas. Even if they are repeated, we are just tagging them as repeated. So that way they will know, like, oh, more people are suggesting these ideas, so we should take a look at them before we go through the other ideas. So we are trying to take all the ideas now.
Well,
and
here's my question. You now are embracing that you help not just AMC, but you help Highcroft, and you also help the brand like Ape.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of getting multifaceted, right? That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm saying is, we still sit back and we wonder what more, AMC and them do. I'm done ranting, but if there's another company at some point or more companies, because it seems like if they pick up when you put your time into brainstorming, right? Now you're not just putting your time into brainstorm AMC. You're offering, we do it for Highcroft, and that opens it up for them. So the next company that comes along, who knows? But I think if we fill in that gap, that could be a big part of it. And I think if it's a construction company, Ape Construction, Ape Insurance, I don't care. But I think the potential of what you're doing here and where this point of the spear goes, you can do so much. Where you're sitting right now, I think, on top of like Monster, back in the day, they all had the job thing,
mm-hmm.
where you have like a think tank thing. And I think in the right way, Adam will figure out this is freaking, I don't know, dude. But that's all I got to say. I really believe this credit card's great. I think construction and other stuff, whatever apes get into or can do, Ape Water, there's maybe one more big brand thing we can do besides gold.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not sure what it is yet. You know what I mean?
Be a broker. That idea was already
there. That's what it is.
But,
it's pretty much.
We really appreciate your appreciation, man. Definitely. And we are just gathering the ideas. All of you are the one who are using the mind and your brain, right? And creating these ideas for AMC. So it's not just us, but it's all of us. So, without you guys, we are nothing. We're not going to gather anything, right? So together,
we can't push each other without each other.
And I think the best thing is we are being creative for any other company that is getting in touch with AMC. So, we are like, no matter what kind of business it is, we will produce the ideas, because we are very smart and professional people. We are apes. So, when they are seeing this, nowadays, everybody is realizing that, whether that's Hollywood or that's other competitors, we have seen some of the companies who used our ideas and they started making money, right? So, it's we are definitely something, something huge. And AMC, Adam, and everybody else realize that too, because, they value our time, our brainstorming, and putting the ideas together. So, I think we eventually, every company would like to have one group which generates the idea from them, because they would be paying like so much, but still may not get the quality of this type of ideas from some professional, which we are generating. So, that's why we as a group, AMC Ideas Group, we keep telling everybody to keep thinking. Even if it is a small thing, please share. Because you never know, something you are thinking that could be huge for the company. So all we can do is give it to them and let them decide whether that can work for AMC or not. But thank you so much. And when you started, you also mentioned that AMC Ideas Group should be in some of the groups. But even just being the AMC Ideas Group, we are receiving so many DMs for the ideas. And, if you look at that, like in the AMC Ideas Group, some people have their own business, some people have full-time job, and still we are trying our best to gather the ideas from whether we are tagged or it is DM to us, right? So being on too many groups, it would be too much for us, and that is the reason why we are not in the other groups, as a AMC Ideas group. But anybody can DM us anytime, and if you have DM your idea, definitely it will be entered there, and we will give you the idea number as well. So
all right, because I try to share, I try to like and share. That's something I say. Please like and share.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the group, I try. Yeah, that's the only reason I bring it up.
Gotcha. Cool. No problem with that. Go ahead, Tom.
Sunday.
Cool. Go ahead, Tom.
Hey, do you do these every Wednesday, or are you doing them Sunday now too, or is this something different?
No, we have a fixed schedule, so it is Wednesday, 5:30 p.m. EST, and Sunday, 1 p.m. EST. It's 2 days.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 days every week, and it depends on like who is available, be it on the space
Right.
call. But the ID will be the same, when we start the space call.
Okay.
So if you're following this particular Twitter ID, you will be notified when the space call starts.
Well, I got an idea. I don't know if it's necessarily, it's more of an industry idea. I don't know if AMC, has the people in their corner to like talk to the studio producers, but I would love to see some of these, like a Disney Plus, start shooting some of these TV shows actually for the big screen, like know that you're going to create a TV show and actually air it in the theaters, shoot the show, for the big screen, give it big sounds for the big screen. And, you'd have to curtail like the length, maybe like an hour or so, make the ticket prices a little cheaper. I think that they would make so much more money if they did this strategically with like their best shows. Like they know, okay, the show is going to be a huge hit. Like, could you imagine if something like Stranger Things, that was Stranger Things, Netflix, like they probably would have killed it in the box office if they would have strategically released each episode at the theaters and then went to like the streaming platforms, because then they're going to make money on their own, with their own content anyway. I just think there's a huge opportunity. I don't know if AMC, has the power to, Adam talks to the studio producers, right? I think that's something he should suggest to them. I think they would make a lot of money. I think it would help the theaters make more money, because the more revenue they can generate, the more they can actually upgrade their equipment, So that was just one thing. And then the other thing too was, I don't know all the details behind how it works, but AMC Theaters on Demand, like it costs $19.99 to buy a movie, when I can go to Walmart and buy like a DVD for $19.99. I'm just curious why they charge more money for a digital copy. I feel like if they can figure out a way to make the movies cheaper, like on demand, like work with the studios to make them cheaper, it would actually also help counter some of the streaming services. Because if I could buy a movie for like $5 that's brand new instead of like $20, you may not be so inclined to go to all these streaming platforms when you could just buy it and have your own library yourself.
Could I bring something?
Sure. Can I just reply to Tom, and then you can go ahead? So Tom, first idea about having different shows for the big screen, that was already given in the previous AMC ideas list. That's a great idea actually. And we were talking about the same exact thing. Netflix having so many series, right? And Paramount, right? They having some good ones too. So at least the finale, if not every single episode, then the last two final episode or something like that. But playing them on the big screen would be completely huge difference, instead of watching at home. So we completely agree with you. That's an awesome idea and they should do it. And I think that will happen soon, because everybody can see, all the streaming services can see that like the money is only on the big screen, right? At the theater, because they're not gonna get like huge number of new subscribers just because they made one show, right? Nobody cares. They will be like, yeah, whether you have 2 shows running or 20, I'm going to pay the same amount for my subscription. And nobody would be like, oh, just because you are starting this new show, I'm going to subscribe to Netflix now. No, nobody going to do that. But if they do the same thing in the movie theater, they will make money on the movie ticket and that would be a huge additional money for them, so I think it's coming. We just don't know when, but definitely.
Yeah, well, people sign up and then they binge watch it. Like, like, again, I'll go back to Stranger Things just because it's a big one. They sign up for it, they binge watch it, and they're like, you hope that you keep, maybe half of the people that actually signed up, whereas they could have made like millions of dollars per episode in the theater. But
yeah, that's very true. And the second idea where you have buy movies for less, by the way, that idea is entered and as repeated. So, as I was saying earlier, repeated ideas are marked as repeated. So, they will be looking at them before they would go to the new one. So, like when they see so many different people are suggesting the same thing, they'll be like, okay, let us look at them first. If it is really good, and then they would go to the regular ideas, right? So that idea is entered. And second idea from you, which is buy movies for less money on AMC on demand, right? Compared to the other streaming services.
I don't think it would be necessarily compared to the other streaming services. I just think that there's got to be a way that they can figure out how to make a digital release cheaper. Like you're not like if you're making a DVD and selling it, like you're packaging it, you're shipping it, like it's a digital copy. I just feel like even the movie studios are losing money for charging $20 when if they made it, way cheaper, I think more people would buy them. I don't know if that's something, AMC, again, has weight to talk to them about. I think it would be pretty cool, though, because it'd be nice to go back to, having your own movie libraries versus all these streaming platforms. But I got a feeling they got to have to figure out a way to make it cheaper to do that.
Definitely. I entered that idea as well, and I completely agree with you. If they do something kind of like if you saw this movie in the theater, then you will be paying different price compared to somebody who did not come to AMC theater and watch the movie, right? So let's say, for example, like if I went to John Wick Chapter 4 and I had a ticket for that, right? Now I'm using the same account and I'm going to AMC on demand library and I'm trying to buy
that's a great idea.
Then they will be like, oh, because you saw John Wick 4 at AMC theater, it will be $10 for you. So, instead of paying $19 everywhere else, I will be like, yeah, that's good. Now I can watch it whenever I want. So I completely agree.
Right, and that would also create more industry across the other platforms to have to try to do something because then why would you go to Amazon Prime and buy Avatar for $20 if you went and saw it at AMC and now you can buy it for $10? That's actually pretty good. I think it's spin on my idea there. I like that.
Yep, exactly. And that is one of the things that's coming in the way, I feel like, because they would be like, that's where they make the money, right? Not from the subscription. So Amazon, Netflix, everybody, right? Like all the streaming service, when they have new movie, they'll be like $19.99. And then they would be stopping the movie studio saying like, hey, you cannot give this one or you cannot allow others to sell it for less than what we are offering. Otherwise, we're not gonna sell your movie. So movie studio would be like, oh, Amazon is huge. Oh, Netflix is huge. So, once we are done with the theater, they are the one who gonna sell our movie. So we cannot make them unhappy and blah, blah, blah. But the way we were thinking, where, oh, if you came to MC theater, yeah, we're not gonna take our money. It's like, okay, let's say if it cost us from movie studio $15, for example, right? then, instead of getting $5 on the top of that, we would be like, oh, because this person came to AMC Theater, we're not going to take our take, but we'll give them for $15. Then everybody would be like,
Yeah.
let's go, man. Let's do it.
And then you combine that with, once they figure out how to get the A-list rewards onto AMC Theaters on Demand, you combine that with also, so it's cheaper, then you can earn more points for A-list. And if you're using the AMC credit card, I mean, what a recipe for destroying everybody else, in my opinion. But they got to get there.
100% agree with you, man. We have almost everything. So, when we make all these combinations, it will be like nobody can compete with us. It's like we rule. That's a great idea, man. I entered that. That's idea number 367. I think next was Troy and then Sub. Go ahead, Troy.
Yeah, real quick, while we're on the topic, I really think we should need to do it like Blockbuster. We got to rent them out. Like, I was thinking about it for a second. So you can, like you're saying, let's say you have a 2-hour window, someone that's new, you got 3 movies you could download or something like that. Maybe not the 2-hour window, but you can get 3 movies. But at least we got to do it 1 day, 3 day, 5 day, 7 day, like 15 day, 30 day rentals. You can have it forever if you have the app, and you can stream it on your TV to watch it. But just like Blockbuster was, we need to price gouge on the people that aren't A-listed, that want to rent it for a day, 2 days, 3 days, 5 days. And somewhere in between, we're getting more of a profit. That's just how it works it out when you can break it down a little better like that and sell it like that, I think. So that'd be what I would propose. The next idea would be we rent it out, like Blockbuster, day rentals, 3 day, 5 day, 15 day, 30 day, and then you can buy it if you want. You can buy it up front. You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I also remember that we had an idea where renting a movie, it would be just like as a A-list membership. For example, like let's say, at least for the older movie, right? So let's say if I was going to watch John Wick 4 and I wanted to see 1, 2, 3 before I go and enjoy the 4th one, right? Then because I'm A-list membership, it would be like, hey, just $1. No matter what movie you want to rent, just $1 or nothing at all.
What if one of the first ones we give away at least 50% off, if not free? Like when we come out with A-list, the first movie, like if it was Super Mario Brothers, is gonna be free, and we're gonna have to pay the difference or something, or 50% off. It's gonna be $10 if you sign up for A-list right now, while it's brand new. Super Mario Brothers a month, 3 months is gonna be 50% off, and you'll own it for the rest of your life. And I think most people would agree $10 for Super Mario Brothers for the rest of their life, even if they're not in this play, would think that's a decent deal to download forever.
Yeah, sounds good. Cool. The next person is Sub. Please go ahead, Sub.
Hey, how's it going? To piggyback off of Tom's thing, and I know it's been out there before, but for, like you said, Stranger Things, you could play like episode 1, have like a 15-minute break, and then play episode 2, so you don't have to worry about having them change the hours. So you'll just play, episode 1. You'll have like a listing for episode 1 and 2, and then next week you'll have 3 and 4. So you put like a 30-minute break in between each episode. And also to piggyback on the other one with the lowering the cost, just do a box, like you said, for John Wick. If you have A-list, you get to watch the movie, throw in the A-list, the John Wick movie to own it, and then you could probably get like a popcorn or like the coins. So it'll be like a bundle box for that showing. So say, for instance, Super Mario comes out, you get the Mario box, you get the Mario A-list movies, and you get the streaming along with it in a package box deal. So it'd be like, $19.99 plus A-list. If you with your A-list, you get to watch the movie, you get to have the popcorn tin, and you get to have the streaming of it. But those are just thoughts. So
That's great, man. That's a great idea. I'm entering that as 369. Big movie package for A-lister, right? So this one will include popcorn bucket, and what else did you say?
Streaming, like what Tom said, like
Streaming.
just to lower the cost of the streaming. Yeah,
Cool.
you could have you could own the digital copy of it.
Cool.
Um,
And ticket, right? Cool.
yeah, along with being a part of the A-list, I guess that would be like your perks for the A-list.
Awesome. Sub, I have to say this, like lately you are coming up with such a great ideas, you are DMing me and others. So keep doing that, brother, the more ideas we gather, the better for the company. And as you guys can see, like Adam Aaron always says, like, bring more ideas. And they are looking at them. So that's awesome. All right, cool. We have people, so I'm not going to talk too much. The next one is Harry. Go ahead, Harry.
Hey Mo. So I went to the A-List app and I'm able to rent out Mario Brothers for the theater for $520. I have my son, he's going to turn 6 years old, and he wants a Mario birthday party, right? So how awesome it would be if you could rent out the movie theater, and also like maybe they give you like an additional hour, and then you could throw like a little birthday bash, like say you're going to rent out Mario, the movie theater, throw his little birthday bash, like an hour before, you sing happy birthday, cut the cake, and then sit down and watch the movie.
Awesome idea, brother. Awesome idea. We had that idea. I'm entering that as repeated one, and that's a great idea. And in that idea, we also had like AMC should make a birthday cake. So, that will be the part of the birthday package. And that would be really good. Not only that, but we also had we should be able to play our own movie clip on the big screen. So for example, like let's say before the movie start or like after the movie is done, right? If you want to play one of your movie clip where you have pictures of your son from when he was born up to now, right? Like all the different memories, and all the guests would just sit inside the theater and they would watch it before the movie or after the movie. So, yeah, that's a great idea, brother. It's entered now.
And also like you only could buy like package deals like food only from the concessions, like do like pie, like pizza pies and popcorn and whatever.
Cool. Already entered now, and it is entered with your ID. So thank you so much for the idea. Next is Christoph. Go ahead, brother.
Hello, everyone. I was thinking about this. I've been actually thinking about this for a little over close to about 6 months to a year. And I've been thinking about, I guess, as far as AMC as a whole, and really maybe seeing about expanding out. And here's what I mean by that. There was a time when I used to work in a movie theater back in the good old days, or back in the Dark Knight days. I was there for that release. And I actually was working on projectors, and there was actually one time where it was so slammed that we had like 3 or 4 auditoriums that we had that show playing, that I actually was told to disperse it out to all projectors at the same time, and we just opened up all auditoriums for the same movie. And it was back to back. I think we were running that midnight. We had a 3 o'clock showing. We had a 6 o'clock in the morning showing, and it was just slammed into the next day. And it was just something to see. But to kind of go off on that, as far as expanding out, I think AMC is missing a vital, important, key role in this whole thing, I guess, and as well as, AMC in general, is to maybe expand out to these parks, the local park district, in doing something like that, and doing movies in the parks. maybe AMC can get in touch with Christie Projectors. They can do an exclusive projector for these metro parks in each one of these areas. That way, lesser fortunate people can actually make it to these parks and actually see these shows here, maybe at a reduced cost. We can do this, during the day, doesn't matter when, but it's not at AMC and, at the theater. So energy costs are down. You could do a big promotion and campaign that out to different, spots in the city, maybe promote some green space promotion too as well and get that done. Uber, we're already doing Uber popcorn delivery, so maybe team up with Uber to get people to the parks if they're at different locations and get them to the parks. Maybe that can be Uber could partner with AMC, and maybe we could even get like a movie in the park, and hey, we'll pick you up if maybe you're in the area. Maybe I travel a little bit, so maybe I'd like to see a movie somewhere in a nice little park in Los Angeles while the sun's setting. I don't know. And maybe transport, these movie popcorn bags and merch, have special merch at these locations. It would only take a truck and a couple of shelves and have like AMC people there, or have the people at the parks sell this stuff and get more revenue outside of these AMC theater locations and expand it out to other people, because there's a whole lot of people that we're missing out on, especially in the area that I'm at. And that just seems like that would be a good idea.
Actually, I completely agree with you, and that idea was also mentioned in the past. We are enjoying that as repeated, because, I completely agree with you. Springtime and summertime, there are so many people at park, and if we can make money from them, and if we can entertain them, right, that's why they are there. So, they are with the family, the whole family. So if they can watch the movie in the open instead of a building, right, they would have so much fun, and popcorn is right there or other merch is right there. That would be so awesome. Completely agree with that. And we also had idea of like having a vending machine, in the park. So that way they can just like get it from there. So popcorn vending machine and the other merch machine, and having a screen at the park. That's a great idea. Enter it as a repeater. Okay, next is Jackie. Go ahead, Jackie.
Good morning. Hold on, I was on my treadmill. Hold on, let me stop this. I'm sorry. So yes,
Okay.
I believe there's a faulty. Okay, hold on. Okay, so when you order food to go to the AMC theater, you pay for it. You expect it to have it for you. I believe it is unacceptable. Any business, when you arrive to the movie theaters, they tell you they run out of it, especially if you place the order 5-6 days in advance. So here's my idea. This has happened 3 times. Last night with Don D&D was the worst. We were a party of 6, and we all wanted, for example, the nuggets, Impossible Nuggets, and this is the 3rd time, I'm not kidding, that they run out of it. And we always place our order 5 days in advance. So I want to understand how this program goes. You place an order, that direct AMC my address, for example, receive the order, right? And then there is a manager, or I don't know who's in charge of the food, of budgeting how much they need to buy for the week to fulfill this order. So here's my idea. I would like to, for everyone who placed an order in advance, to have priority. When you arrive to the movie theaters, your orders will be filled, as opposed to those who just went to the movies and ordered something on the spot. That's it. Thank you.
Sure, Jackie. Let me tell you why. So basically, it looks like the database is not connected with the system yet, right? So, it is letting you place the order when they don't have that particular item at that theater in stock, right? Or it is highly possible that when you are placing order 5 days ago, right, they had it in stock, but when you are about to go and see the movie on the same day, they are out of stock. So, that could be the issue. Not sure. I'm just guessing, but I agree with you that if they look at all the pre-order things and then make sure like, okay, we have 5 orders for Impossible Nuggets on XYZ day, and we should make sure that we have at least that much quantity on that day. I think that would depend on the manager who is at that particular AMC theater locally, so the best thing that AMC can do here is like connect the database and automatically reject the order and give the refund if they don't have something in stock, But I entered your idea for everyone who placed order in advance, have priority and make sure uh, food is available or order is ready before they come. So, as I was mentioning, you can place the order ahead of time. That is the reason why I place the order at least on the same day, instead of like too many days ago, because it's highly possible that they don't have it. And I love it. Sometimes I love it. I'm like, what? You're sold out for this? Awesome. That's fine. You have 5 other things. I'm going to buy this one. But whenever I hear like, oh, they ran out of popcorn, I'm like, wow, ran out of popcorn? Really? That's awesome. And they think like, this dude is crazy. Like, we don't have popcorn and you want popcorn. I'm like, no worries. You know what? Give me that one. And they're like, you are cool, dude. And I'm like, yeah. But I understand your issue. If you place the order, then definitely your expectations would be
Exactly.
like, hey, guys.
Like any business, I run a small business. Orders get placed every day. I cannot, the day of delivery, tell them, I'm sorry, we run out and I'm giving you a refund. When I expected to eat, I'm hungry. Where are my nuggets? It's unacceptable. So we definitely have to review what type of program they're using to connect directly to each AMC theaters. And I'm sure that they have their own budgeting, right? Each theater have their own budget. They have to. How much they consume, how much they cook every day, as they sell every day. And just based on that, if I'm going to go to a movie theater for the fourth time and they run out one item, there is an issue already there. There's already a telling that there is an item that is sell the most, so therefore we should have more of that. It's just basic business.
Yes, it is. And I'm so sad that happened to you 3 times, but I was used to be a manager at AMC Theater, right? Like in the past. And I know exactly how it works. You place the order every week and you can only estimate, like you would never be 100% accurate. But, depends on the movie. Like, let's say John Wick, before it would come out, the estimate would be like, okay, 60 million, right? But that's what they were estimating, right? Like 60 million. But when actually it came out and people saw that and they realized like, wow, this movie is so great, then it ended up being like more than 150 million, I think. I don't know the exact number, but it was way more than what was estimated, right? So, in those scenarios, no matter how well you try to estimate, you're gonna run out of food. And as a manager, if you are ordering too much than what you need, you have to answer your general manager, like, why did you order that much? And if the movie doesn't work, like let's say if John Wick wasn't that good, and if it failed, then the general manager will be like, dude, why did you order that much? Who told you that? So, there is, for the shift manager, you get a lot of responsibility, but when you have to answer the general manager, it's a little bit challenging, sometimes. That's why this thing happened. But I completely agree with you that there is an opportunity for us to organize it better and do the better planning. So I completely agree with you.
Yes, it's money. It's been left on the table. That's how I see it.
Yep. That could be our $10, right? Which we are giving refund.
They gave us $45 a refund. Imagine that's how much we were all, because we're all plant-based eaters. And that's the thing. We are not going to have hamburgers or hot dogs.
Yeah, I'm also vegetarian, so, I exactly know what you're talking about. We don't have too many options, It's like, hey, out of these three, pick whatever you want. But, yeah, I completely agree with you. Anything else you would like to add, Jackie?
No, thank you. I cannot go back to my treadmill now. Appreciate it, you guys. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Yeah, have fun with your exercise.
Okay.
Go ahead, Troy.
So I'm thinking Zoom. The thing with Zoom is the idea would be, do we promote for like a little rocket mission? It's to get rich people to bid and pay the most for the slot. The Zoom slot would be promoted through all of our social media networks. You would get, let's say, 45 minutes to an hour and a half video in all of our theaters or so, and we'd be promoting you, and they would pay, let's say, for example, like $1 million. I don't know what the number would have to be. They'd hope it's bigger than smaller, of course. But by making this trending to thus get on this rocket, this moon mission, and make themselves look like the richest, if it's Trump or whoever working with Zoom, also promoting our theaters and making their presence kind of known, politician, whatever. I really don't care. Whoever wants to pay the most, go ahead. I think we should do it like that, and I think they could be.
Paying for? What are they paying for?
They're paying to play their video. They're paying for us to promote them, their content. I'm not choosing if I like it or not.
So,
but if let's say Air Max comes along and buys the slot, well, AMC and Zoom are gonna play an Air Max video of nothing but videos of real estate and home, them buying, and the real estate office or AAA wants to pay $7 million for this slot. We're gonna put them on our website. We're gonna say on Facebook, Twitter, all these things at least once. Air Max, Allstate, whatever you are, you got the slot for the month. You paid $15 million, $40 million. We're gonna back you. We're gonna show a video for an hour, 30 minutes, an hour and a half. It's gonna be about you, Bezos, or you, whoever the rich guy is. I mean, whoever wants to pay the most.
Are we gonna play this video on the big screen?
Every theater we have will play that video for 30 minutes to an hour and a half. And those people can buy seats to go into there, or they can be given, that's on their discretion, how the company or the host wants to go about that. If they want to make a good Zoom platform, they could pay. They could be the big guy on Zoom that everyone thinks of now, shown on the AMC theater. They could sell their seats. Their seats don't sell. They paid us. It don't matter at the end of the day. We get paid up front.
So you mean like people like you and me will go and watch those videos?
It's like a billboard. Yep, it's just a billboard thing. We build it up for a month. It's on social media. We support that guy or the Air Max or whatever, and it's like a billboard. It just plays in that room for 30 minutes, hour and a half. It don't matter if you're in it, if I'm in it, no one's in it. We got paid $15 million up front. We advertised for AAA or Geico or whatever, like kinda. We kinda did because we're apes. And then, we got paid up front. So next, they want to pay again, we can promote them again. You know what I mean? Ford, Ferrari, Porsche, anyone, BMW, Tesla, like they want to pay us $5 million up front with Zoom. We'll play a video of Tesla for a half an hour to an hour and a half. Nothing but their factories, their cars, promoting their products. Hershey, it's just a billboard. We got to sell it like that, kind of.
I'm trying to understand so I can write it better. But
yeah, I know.
So, like, let's say if it is about somebody, some millionaire, right? And it is about like 30 minutes or 45 minutes. As a normal person, why would I go and watch them for 30
It's got to
minutes or
start
45
small.
minutes.
I know.
You know what I
That's
mean?
why it's got to start with like a million. It's got to start real small with Zoom. Zoom's got to be trending with a host, so someone else wants their spot. So they're like, oh, well, this guy was on Zoom, Keith, whatever, and he's all right, and now he's really popular. Man, I'm more talented. I should have did it. I have all this money. You know what? I'm going to pay more now. I want the Zoom spot. It has to start small. It's going to start small, and then maybe.
No one's going to go there and sit there for an hour and
just-
listen to that. I mean, I think you're better off with the idea like Hulu does. We do free movies where they watch ads every 10 minutes. Try that out and have someone sponsor the movie. Come see a movie for free if you sit through ads every 10 minutes.
Yep. Or I had another thought too. Think about that, Troy. So let's say if that millionaire want to sponsor a movie, so for example, like let's say John Wick 4, right? So the
Is it in
sponsor
back?
says like, hey, you know what? John Wick 4 on me.
Are they in back
Go
or is
and
it in the
watch
other
it.
card?
You
I think you got it.
I
think you guys got it.
You just have to watch these 30 minutes of me talking to you guys before the movie, and that movie is for free for you.
Yeah. How
Right?
about we just make the ads? How about that? That'd be great. Zoom and us and whatever people want to come in. How about we just make the ads? If that makes sense. We make ads for people. That'd be easy. We do it for ourselves first. I mean, maybe we can do it for other people. But you're saying like they're gonna come into Zoom TV. They're gonna watch Wizard of Oz, right? And then the first ad coming on, that's actually our ad. Like we made that ad, and you can see it on YouTube. You can see it on TV, and it's actually now about whatever company, and they're paying us to make it. You know, so I don't mean to rant, but I think even what you're saying, what is this Zoom room? I think we can, as producers, you can make your own ads. It can take little companies and give them something.
Got you. So I have written it this way. If this is not good, please let me know and I'll modify that. Zoom 45 minutes to hour video, and they pay 5 million for sponsored movie. People watch new movie for free and watch millionaire's message for 30 minutes before the movie. Sounds good?
You could do that.
It sounds pretty dang amazing, but I just want to say this. What you said in the beginning really sparked me because it sounded like AMC and Zoom made a video 45 minutes long about a guy. It's not in theaters, but we're all now going to share that. You see what I'm saying? He paid Zoom and this Keith, whatever, random guy, paid $1 million. He was Zoom, made a video through AMC, and now we're going to share it like crazy. But Zoom's got to propose that to someone.
Why would they even pay Zoom? They should pay AMC, right?
Well, they have to pay Zoom because Zoom's not as popular. You got to have your own platform to be on Zoom. If you want to blow up, you got to promote your own, it's not like Twitter, right? If you want to survive in Zoom.
I'm not sure that'll work, but yeah.
14 what? 1 second, guys. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. My daughter was telling me I want iPhone 14. I was like, yeah, whatever. But yeah, I entered that idea. I also entered your idea, Cliff, which is play. Do you think playing old movies will work better for playing with the ad for free?
You could do that,
or
after the first month of new ones when it slows down. Like Creed only did 5 million this weekend. You do a Creed movie for free, just to get people in there, watch ads, and then hopefully they buy the popcorn and drinks. You make up the 10, 12 hours you would have lost on a ticket by having them buy more concessions. Or at one time he had that one day. He had free movies on that one movie celebration day. The place was packed, wasn't
it? Yep. It was packed. Okay, so either play old movie or after 1 month for the new movie with ad, and let people watch movie for free.
Yeah, get corporate sponsorships, like he says. Get some billionaire who wants to sponsor it. You get a Tesla guy, he sponsored it with his, Tesla car, or like he said Hershey's or somebody like that, and they sponsored by Reese's peanut butter, whatever. They pay all this money for Super Bowl ads. They pay whatever it is, $3 million a minute for how many people watch the Super Bowl? 1 billion people?
100% agree. Yeah. And, like when you watch those ads, I mean, they want to show the product to the people, right? They want to sell the product. So when you see it on the big screen, that's completely different experience compared to like TV. So, like the way they can advertise their product, whether that's any type of food or anything, I went to that event from Microsoft, right, where they were having presentation for one of their feature that they introduced for the developers. And dude, all the sound effect and the picture was so awesome. I was like, every company should do this. Cool. Cliff, do you have any other idea, or should I go to next person?
I was just helping that guy out with his ideas. It's a good idea he has. Just need to, I'm not sure.
We're right there, bro. That Zoom room and everything, you got it right there. We're almost getting paid to go there. Like, GME has a good earnings call. Those guys want to celebrate. They don't want to pay a lot for a recent movie. They don't want to worry about what's recent. They go into the Zoom room. The ads make it free. They're eating. They're sitting with each other. Then they might go to get a pretzel, a beer, dance, but they're just celebrating. Like, they just want to go to the movie theater, just get out. Like, they don't even care what's really playing. Like, they're so excited because GME just had a great earnings. They got to get out of the office, and AMC just has room with nice chairs to get down and get a soda down, and then maybe an hour or two they'll get and watching a movie. But right now they're so jacked to tits, you know what I mean? They got to get somewhere.
So that's kind of a business meeting, you're saying, corporate meeting.
Yeah, they all want to go there. It's pretty much free. Watch the old whatever's playing, Rambo, Rocky, Wizard of Oz. I don't care. Fast and Furious. You got to pay a little bit for food, but I can sit down, and then we'll do something else.
Yeah, we were just thinking about your idea and having it be more to the masses, too. Like, say, Mario Brothers comes out here after 2 or 3 weeks of playing, it always dies down. Then you can offer it for free if they sit through ads from Mario Brothers games, or some corporate advertiser sponsors it and gives it out to the public for free in exchange for their ads being played. Or
the way I have it in my head, because I have this cartoon already for an example, so it's easier for me, but you can put out this cartoon or you can make something, and then you can do cartoons off that. So Mario comes off, then the TV over there, I got to run to the TV room. The kids are paying to be watched. They can't leave under 16. They get certain privileges, whatever. They watch Mario. They go to the TV room. They're playing whatever, old cartoons of Mario-related stuff. They're sitting there just, dude, there's hours on hours of, like, off content from movies that you can just keep releasing new cartoons or old cartoons, and they'll watch the ads. I think it'll still fill the seats if it's trendy. It has to be trendy.
Can they have a what do you call it, gaming night after the movie? Have a competition among the audience members? Have everybody?
That's the Zoom room. It's fucking crazy in there.
Oh my!
Put your metaverse headset on. Play Duck Hunter together, maybe on the big screen in 3D. Like, there's a lot of what arcade can be, because we're not GameStop. I mean, they're going there too with their systems in the metaverse, and they're all going to be. That's good for them. I don't even need to talk about that. But we have this big screen in front of you. Imagine Duck Hunter on that in 3D. That would be mind-blowing.
Do you still wear headsets, or you don't wear them?
No, not on. I mean, you got to wear the 3D glasses.
Right, gotcha. That's all you need then. Okay. Well, could you have competitions with the other 1,000 AMC theaters and have whoever wins the whole tournament wins a prize? Like 1,000 theaters competing against each other?
Because the way I see the Zoom rooms is there's 3. You got kids, you got cartoons with trending, you got guys over at the ESPN one doing like DraftKings, fantasy football, and news, whatever, white collar stuff, and then you got like arcade Zoom room where you're doing the Call of Duty, Duck Hunter, whatever stuff, racing Mario Kart. It's all scheduled. They're all doing different little crazy things for those type of people.
So do you have
And if
prizes?
women need,
Do you have prizes and all too as part of the competition?
yeah, you get points. I mean, the whole games, the game system of the puzzle games that I have and the adventures and stuff, it's all about making points, watching ads. So kids in other countries can download this ad, watch these cartoons or watch these ads and make a buck or three so they can go eat today. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'd like to get it to. That'd be sweet. They're paying us enough. They're making enough points. Maybe someday.
You can also have AMC customers play, and then they get points to get free A-list for a month or for a year or whatever, free movies,
Yeah.
etc.
I don't know. Whatever Adam thinks.
Troy, this is so amazing, dude. You have so much in your mind, right? Put it all together. Put it on the Word. Put it on the PowerPoint. Do the deep dive for this. You are so much into this. I really, really loved it. Like
Yeah, right
listening
up
to
for
you.
'em, yeah.
So just put it all together. And if you have any images or anything like that you would like them to see, to present
Yeah,
your idea.
we're gonna get there. I think the food truck was the main thing in my head today that we really need, and that's been talked about before. You guys can see it in your head. We've talked about it now. It rolls up. It has popcorn. It has a projector out the back. Maybe is that ever gonna happen or not? I don't know, but I think projectors and they can easily. No one needs to draw that up. I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. And that would be pretty cool.
You seen those billboards they hired in Times Square? That lady did. What's her name? Cat Lady, whatever her name is. She hired those billboards, and you can play movies on those kind of billboards on the back of the trucks, right?
One way or another. That's brilliant. That's awesome.
Cool.
And then if
guys.
someone pays us to advertise their stuff, like it was the walking billboard for them too, who knows? But thank you guys for your time. And Mahol, I know your freaking mind is I'm just glad you host and that guy and Eric and everyone that's did this because you say put it down on Word, it gets nowhere on Word without all you guys.
Sure, brother, but I see these as like your mind is clearly seeing the whole picture, like after it is done, how it will look like. So please go ahead with that. When you have passion, when you have love about one particular idea, please go in detail as much as you can because, that shows AMC management and Adam Aaron that how good we are, right? And how much in detail we think about our AMC. So, I would highly encourage you. And if you need any kind of help or if you would like to create a group
I'm gonna say this real quick, Mahol. This was my point behind the group chat thing, and I did write ahead. But I'll say this: I was thinking yesterday. I grew up. I loved Adam Sandler, and I was actually thinking about him because I was watching something with Chris Rock, not Chris Rock, but Kevin Hart. I was like, man, that'd be awesome seeing Adam Sandler and this guy and that guy together. It could be like Chris Rock and some of his friends and this and that. And then I got to think today. I was like, well, wouldn't that be cool if Keanu Reeves was in a movie with Adam Sandler? I was thinking today. My point behind this was yesterday. I was thinking about a movie with Adam Sandler, and Adam Sandler won Comedian of the Year. He won the, Darwin Award for comedian. Okay? He's been doing it 30 years. Started from nothing. Just as people believed in him, like we all believe in everyone here. And it's like, we can sit down. You can write a script. Ape Radio can write a script. We as individuals can write a script. AMC or Zoom can promote this. People coming in and trying to write these movies. We can write an action movie, a drama movie. We can write comedies. We can do this. Little by little. Everyone has a gift here.
Completely agree, brother. But when you are doing this deep dive, let's say if you would like anybody from AMC Ideas Group to join that group chat, we are open to that. Usually that's
So,
my
you know what
myself,
I'm
Eric.
kind of ranting on. That's all I'm saying is
Do we do
the group chat.
We do a 24/7 Discord, IMC Ideas Discord, or like can type
Kind of to keep it private. 4 hours to 8 hours a day if people wrote just stories. If we told stories to each other, like Clifford walked down the street, we changed Clifford's name to Roger. So Roger, the yellow cat, walked down the street and took a left. What happened next, Cliff? If we just worked on this for 4 hours a day, if people had the time, and we did this in Discord and kept it private, we would come out with some crazy stories. And you would come back and just tell the story and be like, what have you guys been doing over there?
We need to write our own story about the Big Short and how we're getting screwed on the AMC stock.
Well, hopefully someone does for that for us.
Isn't there a movie coming out this fall or something about AMC, the apes and all that stuff?
We're entertainers, not financial advisors.
Well, we all know we've been oversold, so just a matter of when. Hey, what's up, Beho?
Yeah, guys, what's up, Fez? So definitely, whatever the idea that you would like to work as a deep dive, please let us know, and anything you need from us, we can help it. And let's go further. You know, your mind is clear about what it should be. Go ahead and put it together, and we'll provide that presentation to AMC management and Adam. So we have hands up, so they mean to cut you guys off, but those are awesome ideas, and we can go to the next one if you guys are fine with that. Troy, Cliff.
I don't know if it's
Jake or Vanilla first.
Cool.
I think Vanilla was first.
Vanilla was first.
When do you fly out to Kansas City to meet with the AMC board?
We are still in progress with that, you know. We don't have the final approval or anything like that yet. But once you meet Adam Aaron, it's very hard to reach him right after you have meeting with him. And also he's doing like millions of things, right, with the AMC and all the different partners and stuff like that. So we just need to remind them, and also this is something that may happen which never had happened in the past, right, where the shareholders go and do the presentation for the ideas and stuff like that. So it may take a little time, but it is in progress, and hopefully that will happen someday. We don't have any timeline yet, but we don't force either, you know, because we respect them and their time. So that's where we are with that. Go ahead, Vanilla.
Yeah, just going back, can you hear me okay?
Yep.
All right, I got some background noise. I apologize for that. Going back to the advertising in the movie theater, no, that just wants me to DM Cat Striker. You know what I mean? To possibly develop some sort of commercial or ad within the theater, you know, not just billboards and planes. Does anyone know if she's looking into that? I think it would be a brilliant idea to develop a advertising campaign by apes for apes, something like that. You know what I mean? It gives me goosebumps thinking about that.
You're onto something, Vanilla. I feel like she's a voice of us, and she could be like a news person, like Zoom and AMC. We could support her and put her on the big screen for 30 minutes or something. Well, I don't know, man. But yeah, you're onto something, because I love Kat. She has been such a face.
She has proved herself worthy time after time. I mean,
yes.
I don't know of any better person to represent. You know what I mean?
Sure. Why do people criticize her then? It's unbelievable.
Definitely, you know, Kate is one of the best ones that we have, and we are lucky to have her. And there are also some other people who create awesome videos, you know, with the ad. I don't know if you saw the video from Jabane, the Flop Me or something like that with his ID. So he created an ad on his own. You know what he did? He basically went to the different YouTube clips, and then he captured some of the parts where they are talking about AMC A-list, and then he put all of them together, and he created like 1.5 minute ad or something like that. So that is so awesome, you know. I mean, like, being creative, you don't know how much talent our community have, you know. Sometimes people don't speak on the space calls, or they are not like very aggressive with their tweets, but inside they have so much talent, and you never know who can do better, So definitely Kate is a great option, but we should make it open to the whole community, Come up with whatever you have, whatever is in your mind, just make it. And then we'll see it and, whatever AMC decides, like, okay, we can play this ad or we cannot play that ad, and then let them decide what they can do, right? So, yeah, that's a great idea. And also, I think Kate is working full time too, I believe, and this would be a little bit too time consuming. She's already doing a lot, with the billboard and all the other stuff. So I don't know. It's completely her choice, but we should open it to the whole community, and not overloaded one person, just the one person, But
Do we do
everybody, including her.
Do we do what that guy did and take all your ideas? If the board can't meet with you, we do our own video presentation and then submit it to them. That way they can watch it whenever they have time.
We have YouTube videos where they can go and listen to our ideas, right? Like this space call. But that is also in talk, and that's exactly what is work in process, right? Like how we can do it. If going personally and doing presentation is not feasible, then can we have a Zoom call? Like, hey, can we have a Zoom call? We'll be inside the AMC theater and you guys will be in the headquarters and we do the presentation or
Sure.
like some way or the other, but it is still in progress. And as I was telling you, like we don't want to push too much where it would end up being annoying for them and they would completely like turn down on the idea.
Well,
But
remember,
we
they,
also want to keep remind them like, hey,
they do work for us.
I mean, we work together, right?
Let's not
They
forget
work
that
for us,
this is
that's
the first time in history this is happening, right? Like you cannot go and reach, like a high billion-dollar company CEO just because we want to. There's a process, and we're trying our best to achieve what we want to achieve, without pressuring people where they're gonna push us away. So, we're trying the most competent and most feasible way possible for all of us to have our word straight up to their
Well, what they ought to do then is after the earnings call, have an extra hour just for the apes to talk to them one-on-one through the Zoom calls at the movie theaters. Open up all the theaters around the U.S. to do a Zoom call to the board there after this earnings call every 3 months and have a 1-hour session of marketing ideas or whatever.
Yeah, and that is the first time that any other company even, they're reaching out for us, right? By reaching out to AMC Ideas and like listening to us, that is a massive step that you don't see it with any other company. Like zero company, you see that.
Well, Aaron Adams said that the
massive
retail
first step.
investors saved them, so he wouldn't have made this $80 million himself if he hadn't had us prop the company up and he sold his stock at $28
Yeah,
a share.
There
the
are
only
steps
risk.
to achieve what we want to achieve, right? You don't want to like go over there and banging at the door like, hey, listen to me, because then they're just gonna put a security and you out of the door. Like, doesn't matter who we are. We gotta respect, a certain line where we know we can achieve what we want to achieve. So
Yep, and
we
also
are getting there.
Yep, we will be there. We just don't know the time frame. And also the risk here is, like sometimes some of the bad actors, they would pop up pretending to be ape as well. And then they would like go stupid, with some question or whatever. Because we have seen in the meet and greet sometime, like some people go with the bad intention and trying to put Adam Aaron in the situation where he cannot either answer, or if he answer, he would be in trouble. So, that way they are misusing that. But still, I agree. And we completely agree with you. And as Faz was saying, we are in progress. It will happen, but we just don't want to push them because they are doing something that no other company has done in the past. They are doing something that no other CEO has done in the past, and we are doing something that no other shareholder has done in the past, right? So, together we need to work. It's not gonna happen if somebody gets aggressive or like, oh, it needs to happen this week or next week. Yes, I agree that sometimes some companies or people steal our ideas and they start making money. For example, like that blanket thing, right? Somebody was putting the vending machine right outside the AMC theater and selling the blanket. But that shows, and um, Angela is part of the AMC Ideas Group, so just FYI. And she brought it up and she was telling CEO Adam, like, hey, you see somebody is using our idea and they are selling the blanket outside AMC. We should have it inside the AMC. And he listened. And I believe he must realize from that like, oh, people are stealing our ideas and they should listen to us more in a different way. So, thing will happen. We trust me, we are waiting more than anybody else for that thing to happen, right? Because we are so excited, we are so prepared, and we want to do that. But we also understand and we are waiting patiently, like until that happens. So thank you so much for bringing it up, but it is in progress and that will happen. Trust me. When it's gonna happen, that's what we don't know. We just need to keep reminding them, until that happens. Okay, go ahead, Jake.
All right, hey, how are you guys? Let me provide some context, and then I'll go into my idea, and then a quote from Adam Aaron about ideas. So in June of 2022, during the annual AMC shareholder meeting, Adam Aaron said, quote, recently our board of directors has approved allocating up to $100 million of additional AMC's money from what I have termed our cash war chest for additional investment opportunities in companies where we think AMC can add value, and in turn, then we therefore can create value for AMC shareholders, end quote. Now, this was over a year ago, and I haven't heard anything about where we're allocating $100 million worth of investments. This group is amazing. We provided so many ideas which can have material benefit and revenue growth for the company. Now, apparently there's $100 million from within the war chest that's allocated for developing, growing, implementing these ideas and other ideas that can add value. So Q1 2023 is now officially behind us. It's over, and we're supposed to get a 10K, which is the annual report that's being approved and audited right now. It's been over 365 days since this disclosure of $100 million in the war chest. This is an idea, but it's related to ideas. It's a question to Adam Aaron and Sean Goodman and John Merriweather for the next earnings call. Can you please be more specific as to what, where, have you used the $100 million allocated over a year ago to implement ideas? If so, which ones, and what is the return on the use of this money? Now, if you break it down, $100 million divided by 365 is a little over $250,000 a day. A return on that money would be any amount over $250,000 per day as a value add to the shareholder. So my question is, would you please be more specific as to the use and allocation of the $100 million that the board approved last year during the annual shareholder meeting? Because no news. No news, and we're...
He put that on the side, right? That he would...
I don't know. Hey, there's been no disclosures.
No, yeah, that's true. Yeah,
nothing. Nothing. It's not, I mean, the cash is dwindling. There's some things that happened in December Obviously something happened in August of 2022. Now that was many months after this allocation. So again, the question is in regards to the up to $100 million of shareholder money. What happened? Where did it go? What's the return? Did you do anything with it? Etc. So that's the question for.
Yep, the way I entered. First, let me read the way I answered the question. Have you used 100 million allocated a year ago? If yes, where? Please be more specific about that. Does it sound good, Jake?
Sounds good. I think they'll understand the question. I think it's very specific, and
Gotcha.
that was definitely. Go ahead.
If I'm not wrong, didn't he say something was to invest in something new? Because that's what I took from it, that he was gonna go for something new, but I'm not sure.
As I read the quote, I transcribed the exact statement from the annual shareholder meeting, and I read it. I can read it again. Recently, our board of directors has approved allocating up to $100 million of additional AMC's money from what I have termed our cash war chest for additional investment opportunities in companies where we think AMC can add value. And in turn, then we therefore can create value for AMC shareholders, end quote. So that's a statement. It's on record. It's filed. And I'd like to know what happened with that money and what companies and or use of was of that money in the last 365 days. So that's point one. Point number two is the credit card. When's this credit card going to be released? In my own due diligence with of the vendor for the AMC credit card, it's stated that their turnaround from registration to deployment is about 90 days. We're way past the 90-day mark on the AMC credit card. So what is the status of releasing that to the public, to moviegoers, to shareholders in order to drive revenues, much needed revenues, right? If there's a question of, do we need money? We need to raise money. We need to do this with shares and that with this side deal, then okay, what's going on with the 100 million, number one, and what's going on with driving revenues?
For the credit card, I answered the question, when are we releasing credit card? Okay, and that's question number 6. And I have some feedback here. So, if you look at when they're gonna announce the winner for who won that red carpet to watch a movie with Adam Aaron, that I think, if I remember correct, that's happening in July. And if I remember correct, Adam Aaron mentioned that credit card will happen in Q2. So hopefully that will happen soon. But your question is answered, both the questions. They are question number 5 and 6. And trust me, I'm looking forward to that credit card so bad, because every single penny that I'm going to spend, that will come out of that credit card. So, and not just me, millions of apes, right? One person cannot do anything, but when all of us use that credit card, that would be huge new source of income. So that's the questions I answered there.
Perfect. And let me just add, if I may, Mehul, add one more question for the next earnings call for Adam Aaron and Sean Goodman to be more specific in the different revenue generating businesses in AMC. So one example is AMC Stubbs A-List. How much revenue is that program generating? The conference business, how much revenue and what has been the growth of each business line quarter over quarter? The advertising revenues, what is the growth there, and how much revenue did merchandise bring in last quarter? So I'd like for the company to be more specific, because there wasn't really much detail into growth. And I think I speak for myself and maybe other people. I'm looking for growth.
Jake, how about this? On exactly what you said. What if put an idea of AMC to have like a tab for like investors or investors relations, like whatever, where you could have like that breakdown of the company. Could the company make that public? I'm not too sure, but
It should,
that-
because it's bunched in right now into so-called other revenue. So there's the food and beverage.
Maybe,
line.
maybe like the shorts not telling you exactly what they're doing. Adam wants to keep his hand close. You should just have a little faith in your CEO. I don't know if we talked about before. Maybe we could do like Twist Out Cancer, something with St. Jude's, maybe a car company, cancer carnival thing with Zoom. Bring awareness to St. Jude's, AMC, cancer awareness. Bring a car show, maybe auctions, and Zoom turning into something for car auctions or a way of buying and selling automobiles, helping them grow. But I got to go to the store. All right, have a great day.
Cool. Thank you so much for all the ideas you brought.
Jim, I believe, and then Heike.
What's up, Jim?
Happy birthday, Jim.
What's up, guys? What's up? I was just listening in. I got no ideas. I'm just a dummy.
Just say go Barry on AMC.
No, you are not. You are an amazing person, man. You are not dummy. You have very beautiful heart. So, you are always helping people. Think from that scenario, you can come up with some great idea, like how AMC can change somebody's life by partnering up with somebody or doing something nice that you are doing. So, instead of individual, it would be just a company sponsoring the thing that helps people, right? So, yeah, man, you have a very good heart. I'm so impressed with the way you help others, and never think you don't have ideas or you are dummy. You are awesome person. Keep thinking. One day you're gonna come up with idea that will make AMC millions. So keep thinking. Go ahead, Heike.
Yeah, thank you, Mihul. I agree. Jim's awesome. Mihul, you were saying something about partnerships and lives. Today with the high inflation prices and everything going up, gas included, a lot of people don't want to drive. What if AMC had a shuttle service for locations that maybe were higher traffic, more dense areas? And if you're an AMC Rewards member, that they could plan a route and come and pick you up to go see a movie. I don't know, just throwing that out there.
Sure, man. Yeah, that idea was already there, and that's a great idea that would save money for people. And also it will be more fun, if you have like 10 people riding with you who are seeing the same movie, right? And you talk about the movie like, oh man, I saw the previous one. That was so great. And somebody would be there like, I didn't see any of it, but I'm excited. And when you come back at the same time too, you talk about the movie and it would be so much fun, right? So yeah, that's a great idea, man.
Yeah, like a party bus and a designated driver all in one.
Fuck yeah. You write that shit down, man. That's a good one.
That's dope.
I'm all about the party bus, bro. The full
I'm
bartender.
answering that idea, so I'm just a little bit mute, but you guys can talk.
Whenever you talk, Mehul, it sounds like you're riding on one of those old Model T Ford cars, like a little.
Yeah, so proper. I love it.
Oh, I saw another theater. I don't know where from. They're doing like some sort of chili caramel popcorn. I'll pin it up the top. I'm kind of interested in your guys' thoughts.
Yeah, a lot of people been wanting the spicy popcorn.
Yeah, I'll be the biggest buyer, who would buy those food because I love spicy and I can't find anything. They call that sauce spicy, right? Like what's that? Buffalo sauce, I think. I tried it once and I was like, what? Really? This spicy? This is not spicy at all. I was like, no, I'm not going to try this anymore. But we need some real spicy thing, not buffalo sauce because it's more like showery instead of spicy. I saw one somebody putting that tweet, right, which was like Crow sauce or something like that. That's the name of the company, right? Crow soup or something like that. And they had all the different spicy sauce. I was like, dude, really?
I know, like AMC making its own hot sauce, Eat Crow hot sauce.
Yeah, that one. But if you really, really like spicy, go to YouTube and look for the garlic chutney, right? And that is so spicy. That would have Indian spice. But if you like spicy, you're gonna love it. It tastes so good. But they're not gonna bring it to AMC, I know, because not everybody would like spicy,
I think AMC should have bought Redbox and then convert those to AMC box, and then outside the movie theater, buy the DVD of the movie that you love the most. You know what I mean? Anybody think of that yet?
No, nobody thought of that yet, and I'm typing it in. Cool, and it will be with your ID. Cool. Idea is entered. Idea number 376. So far we have roughly about like 26 ideas. Not bad at all. Within like next 3 o'clock, I'm planning to go outside. So, I will have to have a hard stop at 2:55. But please keep going until we can. All right. So, Heike, go ahead, please, brother.
Yeah, so I've got an idea for a potential credit card program that's maybe outside of the actual physical theater space. It could be AMC Adventures, and it could be in partnership with Delta and some of these other carrier companies. So when you go and travel to maybe the AMC theater locations across the country, when you make trips out there, or it could be Disney World or wherever, you get extra points towards travel or something along those lines. But that way we can get the carriers involved with our credit card program as we roll it out.
I have another idea. Post MOAS idea list. After MOAS, I'm getting in a RV and I'm gonna visit every movie theater chain in the United States. How about that? No, that way I can fully understand how all my movie theater chains are doing, because I'm gonna own this motherfucker. All of us already own it. This is our company. It's my baby.
Yep. Okay. So while we are waiting for the new idea, all right, we have a new idea. Go ahead, NFT.
Yeah, I pinged you guys on something earlier, just about the. Sorry, my son's running around. Just about them changing the app to have like filters on the coming soon portion of movies, just so you could like filter it into like chronological order to see like what the next coming up is. I mean, there's been times when like the May and June movies are the first ones in the coming soon, and like, you know, the ones that come out tomorrow are all the way at the bottom. Just be a nice thing for them to update.
Actually, completely agree with you. You know, I'm so unhappy about the way we have apps, you know, because it's, come on, really, John Wick is doing so great and it is all the way like down as a number 10. I'm like, no, that should be the first, you know, very first. And then there should be like upcoming ones too. But like the big movies, I mean, the ones that are doing good and they are already in the theater, basically it should be by the latest. And if not, then, you know, as you suggested, like it should have filters about like how I want to see them, like A to Z, Z to A, or from the time frame, newest to oldest or oldest to newest.
Yeah.
So, you know, completely agree with you.
I get it. I mean, I get if they have their, you know, the major movies coming up and they put that first, but it would just be nice to have the feature, like if I want to look out ahead and see what movies are coming up in chronological order to maybe plan out my next couple of weeks, I could, you know, and that was all I was thinking. And the other thing, I know you guys have probably talked about this, but the Apple TV app, it's rough. That definitely needs some work. Like I could go on Amazon Prime right now and rent the same movies that I could rent on AMC Theaters app. I wouldn't, but I could, and it's like I can do it in one click. With Apple TV, I got to go to like the website. I can't even use like my mobile app. I got to go to the actual website, buy the movie, and then import it when I could just go on, like when other people would just go on their Amazon Prime and click buy and watch, you know, that movie.
So are you suggesting that they should improve the quality of the app in Apple TV, I believe?
Oh yeah,
right?
highly, yeah. So you have to buy it on like the website, and then it'll load up to your library, and then you can watch it.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, somebody else would just use their Amazon Prime that they probably have anyway, because everybody uses Amazon these days for shipping, right? And you could, it's like one click to buy the movie. You know, it's not like user friendly per se.
Yeah, it's not convenient when you have to go through like so many steps, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm typing that in. Give me 1 second, Wired. And once I'm done, I'll let you know. 1 sec. Go ahead, Wyatt.
I just wanted to, maybe inspire people to think of or look out for different types of gourmet popcorn that AMC might be able to easily implement. I think the gourmet popcorn has been a pretty big hit.
Yep. Completely agree. We have go ahead, Saban.
Hey, what's up, everybody? So obviously, no secret that the AMC.
You see white moon?
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. Obviously, it's no secret that AMC Popcorn and Walmart was successful, and this is more for the AMC and Walmart like merchandising side. I think that now it's time with obviously with the phenomenal sales that we've had that we can maybe negotiate better real estate and more precise real estate for our popcorn exposure. And one of the things that I think that we should really look into is the end caps directly in front of the cash registers. I've worked as a merchandiser, and I've worked with third-party suppliers and stuff that worked within Walmart. And the most profitable real estate when it comes to edible foods within Walmart are the end caps that are right directly in front of the cash registers. In addition to that, I think we should also consider focusing on cross-merchandising our product backed by the electronics department, maybe perhaps like in front of like the movie DVDs and stuff like that. Walmart in the past has been very good with allowing their suppliers to cross-merchandise into departments that may not be exactly what they're selling, but as long as you have like a part not a partnership, but for a lack of a better word, like DVDs or movies, right? And so is AMC, obviously. So the two being side by side is something that I think could be considered from Walmart's corporate, perspective as well too.
Okay, so I'm typing in the ideas right now. So let me repeat that, and if you need to modify that, please let me know. So first one is cross-merchandise products in electronic department of Walmart. And,
electronics, but more or less, I think, gear it towards next to the DVDs. We put them next to cell phones, might not make the biggest, the best of sense. But, if it's right by their movie collections and DVDs, I think something like that could make sense.
Gotcha. I wrote next to DVD as well in the brackets. Okay. Cool. And the second one is sell AMC popcorn right next to cash register, right? So that will catch the eyes easily.
Right. To give you a specific, the end caps right in front of the cash register. So each cash register has an end cap directly in front of it. And I think, even if we're not in front of every single one of them, which would be beautiful in my opinion, but, that'd be pretty hard to negotiate. But even if, we're in one of them, two of them.
Yeah, even also because there's a lot of the self-checkout, right? And you have the little hallway that you have to pass for you to check yourself out there waiting the line. Those little hallways too, it's included, right, into the next to the cash. So that's why people are just standing there and staring at it.
Yeah, no, I love it.
Yeah. Cool. Both ideas are entered. Do you have anything else to share?
No, that's it. I'll drop down a listener now. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you for coming up with the ideas. Go ahead, Jakey.
Yes, Mehul, all the talk of spicy food make me so hungry. So I had this idea. Maybe it's already there. AMC is celebrating Heritage Month. For example, next month, month of June, we're celebrating Indian cuisine. And we're going to have samosas and kalakan. Those are two things very easy to sell. And I don't know, month after that, we can have Greek heritage and so on. So give you something different to the public to taste every month. Just perhaps two representations. I can
I
think
agree.
of five
Beautiful
different
idea.
cuisines. Yes, I can think of
Yeah.
5 different cuisines that comes, of course, the samosa with the chanachuri will be excellent, but maybe that's too messy. Just the samosas.
Yep.
AMC around the world.
Yes, exactly. And then, Italian food comes, Italian week and a month, and then we have some cannolis. I mean,
And Mexican.
Mexican, yes. There are so many different, like I said, street food that each cuisine has that will be easier to recreate, to outsource. Maybe no, all the MCs, we have the ability to get hold on samosas around, United States, or maybe it's easy to find everywhere. I don't know, but those are things that you can just put it in the air fryer and it's easy to heat.
Yep.
Right?
It is extremely easy. Once
Yes.
you fry them, you can
Yes.
just keep in those warmer. And
Exactly.
that's exactly what they do at the Indian restaurant too. So, we don't need any new tool or any new, what do you call that?
Yes, equipment. Absolutely not.
Yeah, equipment. There you go.
You're right. That's what I was thinking.
Equipment.
Just what we have, because I saw that kitchen in the MC. I was like into that kitchen. Where are my nuggets? Right?
Yeah.
So I saw that,
Yep.
the air fryers and the mini ovens, all those things. And then the sweet, for example, Calacan, that is so easy. Calacan is a pistachio sweet. That is so delicious. You can sell those like hotcakes.
Definitely. This is so awesome idea, and
Thank you.
yeah,
Yes.
this way we are not only offering the different type of food, but we are also encouraging different kind of community to come to AMC theater and enjoy the food that you like instead of
Exactly.
what we sell. So once, let's say this month it's Indian, there would be so many Indians who were not going to AMC would just go for like, oh, you know what? When I'm watching movie, I'm gonna get the Indian food. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go. So that idea is amazing. It's entered as idea number 383. Awesome.
Thank you. Now I need to go and
Definitely.
grow up.
When you add that in there, Mahul, when you add that in there, can you specify, like, can you use the term street vendor food? I think when she's right on with that, we need like street type style food, fast, good, wholesome, and it shares the culture.
Added. It is added now.
Exactly, like a Chicago hot dog. You know what I mean?
Yep.
We have to use the tools that we have right now. No, AMC doesn't have to spend a bunch of money on pizza ovens and shit like that. Let's use the things we have now, like the easiest things to make, like Taco Tuesday. Come on, man.
Yep, 100% agree. We have a new idea from Fez, right? That's why you have your hand up. And after Fez, we're going to end the call. I'm so sorry, guys. If anybody had new idea, sorry, Wyatt, you can DM.
No, mine is very quick.
Okay.
Mine is very quick.
Let's go, Fez.
I don't know if we had AMC combo brunch where you have the movie and the mornings, and you have like all you can drink mimosas, and included in the brunch combo. So you have, I don't know, like breakfast foods plus that, so you can have that before the movie and you go watch the movie in the morning, like 11 or something, something like 10:30. So brunch combos.
Cool.
With alcoholic, like drinks, like mimosa, something like that, or you can drink like this within regular brunches.
You want to drink early in the morning?
Well, some people do it on the weekends, right? Like on a Sunday or
Yeah, I'm just
Saturday,
kidding.
they like those alcoholic brunchy weekends. Why not?
Got you. Yeah, the idea is added with your ID. Thank you so much. And Wired, go ahead, brother. If you have any idea, I didn't want to.
You have a
Sorry.
minute.
Yeah, it's quick. It's quick.
Okay.
So
for a long time, I've believed that AMC theaters should have some sort of like understanding or partnership with Giphy. Giphy is embedded into a lot of apps, even keyboards on mobile phones and stuff like that. And what it is if you take a look at Regal actually has embedded themselves into Giphy. And so whenever you look for a GIF on a movie recently, there's a lot of Regal branded GIFs out there. So this might be toward the marketing manager. I feel that the marketing manager should maybe look into exploring to see how they can get some exposure there. Because we take whatever tool is easy to us to be able to promote a gift or create a meme or do whatever. And if it's fast and easy to just have something with an AMC brand and potentially where it doesn't cost us any money and just more effort to where AMC marketing puts those gifts out there available to the public right away. And maybe that might be able to gain us exposure. I don't know if they need to pay for anything, but hopefully not. But just keep an eye out for that. A lot of companies are doing marketing through gifts, right? South Park does it. It's an amazing strategy in my eyes.
Hey guys, I'm gonna dip Mehul. Good job, good call. Just for everybody to know, Adam Marin is throwing out some tweets right now, or just did a little while ago, and calling some people out on certain stuff. So you guys might want to check it out. Everybody have a good afternoon.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Jim. Good to see you, buddy.
From Adam Aaron's tweet, from what I gather, he's trying to correct a lot of the bad data out there, and that's actually pretty important because a lot of companies use those, that data in their data feeds, and so a lot of companies, a lot of traders could be getting incorrect data. So it's good to hear that that's happening.
Are you there, Mijo? I guess we're gonna end the call or as soon as it comes back. For my part, I'll say thank you, everybody, at least for the little piece that I got. Awesome ideas. And yeah, man, keep it up.